Good evening, YouTubers. Sorry it's been so late. I've been meaning to do some more flying videos. I'm sure you're right, devastated and think, oh damn, I was looking forward to another VR flight. But
gives me a chance to catch up on them all.
It does. The children borrowed my VR headset last night. Said, Dad, can we play VR games on your Saber things? And I said, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Make sure you plug it in though when you're finished, so that it's full for me. 'Cause it's a battery thing. It's up a charger like a phone. Anyway, you know what happened? Did they fuck? Right, it was flat as a pancake when I woke up and wanted to go flying. So sorry everybody for
and then
not inflicting you with another flight.
Amazon very uncharacteristically delivered half the presents this morning at about 10 o'clock. And so Graham discovered his VR headset hadn't been charged. So he decided to go around making accusations to them all. And they don't normally wake up very early in the morning in the winter because, like I say, we hibernate. So the last thing I wanted was for all the kids to wake up and see what I'd bought them for Christmas. So he created this almighty row. They're all coming out of their various areas of the house defending themselves. And I'm like, go away. And the sellotape, I couldn't get like the bloody end of the sellotape. And then Faith came down and she thought the Amazon box was full of rubbish and she opened it and I went, don't look in there. And she said, I didn't know there were presents in there. So it was an enormous scene. I dread to think what the neighbours thought.
She's whispered in my ear to look on Amazon and find out what it was that she's got.
Oh, she hasn't, has she?
Yeah, I haven't told her. I haven't looked.
It's the one that's to all three of them, and it came.
How am I supposed to know which one's yours?
It's a game, and I think I'm going to try and... No, they know it's a game. They know it's a game because it's a large box, and it's a 3D game, a very unusual game, and I said they'll play it on one of the lives, but Amazon didn't tell me it only comes in French, including the instructions.
Sacre bleu.
It doesn't come in any other... Yeah, bonjour, monsieur. So there's going to be a lot of Google Translate involved in that. Now...
Oh, water. I've had to finish...
Oh, you've done a marvellous
I'm quite proud of myself. I've had to excavate the wall to find the leak.
It's
and I am a DIY plumber.
Yes.
But we have actually managed, in the end, it was stressful.
Yes.
Because the pipe kept filling with water and it wouldn't solder. So we had to drain it.
And
the toilet was the lowest
YouTube
point.
is marvellous for that.
So I undid the toilet, the lowest point, to drain all the water out. Finally got it all soldered up. And now the toilet doesn't work.
The cistern won't fill. I reckon what's happened is the ball cock's gone down and it's probably gotten just caught on a bit
one problem.
It's got caught. But we've got to figure out how to get the porcelain lid off the cistern on the toilet.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem to just lift up.
Just lift
I
up.
bet it slides or something like that. Anyway,
it doesn't.
Anyway, couple of things that I wanted to talk about tonight. I forget what I'm talking about.
Meghan and Harry on the thing tomorrow. Netflix in the morning. Boom. Got to watch that to see what lies they're going to tell next.
I remember. I remember at least one of the things. Chris Boozy has tweeted a link to an article. And I won't read the whole thing out, but it's called codastory.com, codastory.com, and the headline is Meghan never stood a chance against the internet. Now I'll just scan down because I just know this is coming, and I watched Taz's video tonight and she said she's dreading tomorrow. And don't, Taz, don't dread it, because there's loads of us behind you. There's loads of us. We're not going to let him just do a number on you. In the article, it says, one of the most prominent anti-Meghan and Harry accounts promoting the, in quotes, moon bump theory was run by and I'm not going to say her real name, a Welsh pensioner who heavily promoted the false narrative that Meghan was never pregnant. Her account, called Yankee Wally, accumulated almost 19 million views and earned around $44,000 a year, according to Bot Sentinel's finding. YouTube banned the account in March, citing violations of its policy against content designed to harass, threaten or bully. Now, to put that into some context, Yankee Wally, I don't believe the $44,000 a year. Bullshit. That he's got stuff off Social Blade and then over exaggerated it, as a lot of media outlets do with a lot of things. You know, like when someone's caught with drugs, they say a street
300 grand's worth.
They say a street value. You know, I just don't believe that. And yes, she was taken down off YouTube in March of this year. And yes, YouTube, namely Jack Mallon, cited that it was violations of its policy against designed to harass, bully or threaten. Quote, this is Yankee Wally, "I truly believe that Meghan Markle was never pregnant. I believe she is barren." For anyone who doesn't know the term, being barren means you cannot have children. Wally told BuzzFeed in March, quotes, "As a British taxpayer, I am not happy paying for a fraudulent pair of children," end quotes. According to Bot Sentinel, Yankee Wally inadvertently revealed that she had been buying up fake Twitter accounts in bulk to promote her cause. I don't recall that, and I was a big fan. I watched all her videos. I don't remember her saying that. I could be wrong, but I don't recall that. She also posted videos on YouTube showing viewers how to make negative reviews about Meghan's book, rise to the top of Amazon's book review list. Now, I do remember that video, and she said she'd done a review. She didn't like it. The bench, you know, the boring bench. But so fucking what if she did make a video saying, "I don't like Meghan Markle, and this is how you can give a bad review." She wasn't doing it to encourage people to do that. I mean, Boozy, if you're going to set the bar by that, you have tweeted stuff. I do have screenshots of you encouraging things. You're in no position. Boozy's research identified Yankee Wally as one of at least 25 accounts devoted to posting round-the-clock anti-Meghan content on YouTube, with almost 500 million combined views and an estimated 3.5 million earnings in YouTube. I don't believe that for a second. A YouTube person responded to a Coda inquiry, Coda's these people, but offered no comment for publication. Excellent, thank you YouTube. At least Mr. Simpson at Google YouTube after the previous, because basically there's an allegation from me and from Wally that when her channel was taken down, her private data, her private circumstances at YouTube and Google was shared with at least one member of the press, which was Ellie Hall. So I wanted to say that. Thank you for letting me say this on your channel. And also, tonight, a lot of people are talking about the allegation from Meghan that Catherine and William are frosty even when the curtain closes and the lights go down. Now, we all know that's not true because there's like a gazillion photographs of them hugging. I mean, there was one adorable one years ago where Catherine and William visited a little girl in hospital who was seriously ill, and Catherine wore like a plastic princess crown, and so did the little girl, and it just melted my heart. It was adorable. But what I would suggest is that if Meghan felt that when the cameras were turned off and William and Catherine were still quite reserved and didn't want a hug from Meghan particularly, might suggest that Catherine and William feel a little bit uncomfortable around Meghan. It's got nothing to do with the fact they're uptight in private life. Maybe they don't like her. Maybe they think she's wearing a body cam like she did for the, will you marry me?
Or two, hang on, Wills, I'll just...
Oh yeah, what were you saying about the camera angles on the first three? Because Graham's a cameraman, so you'd noticed there was more than one camera. You know when they were in the back of the car and they were going, where's the paparazzi? Where's...
Oh, yeah.
And there was no
there
paparazzi.
There was at least 3 cameras in the car filming them.
Yes.
You know, she's going, paparazzi, and he's like this. And Jesus Enrique Rosas pointed it out. He had it all in slow-mo and freeze framing it. He said, look, she's going to paparazzi, and he's looking like this, looking all panicky. And he's looking at a wall. They're coming out of a car park, and there's just a concrete wall there. So what's he looking at when he goes like that? But there's a camera up there, there's a camera in the middle, and there's a camera on this side.
What sort of car has
Well, they were sitting in the back. There was obviously staged. The whole thing was staged.
Graham, I'm asking you, what kind of car has 3 cameras?
None.
In it?
They've just put them there. They've actually put them there for the Netflix film. You see it all the time on programmes, you know, where they've like, what's he called? Where they fix the cars up. What's he called? The fat guy. Mike and Ed.
Oh, don't be nasty.
Mike and Ed.
Mike and Ed China.
Mike's this dude. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the series, but they're always out on the road driving when they bought an old banger that's smoking, and the other guy Ed had to do all the work to fix it, and they're all out and they've got these GoPros set up in the corner and one in that corner. Loads of people do it. Loads of people do it in vehicles, and that's what they did. But they had them on the roof. They had them up to the roof, so they were filming him like this, and he's looking around for the paparazzi. There was no paparazzi there. We
create content for YouTube, and you probably noticed that our style of filming is very unsophisticated. There's either me holding a phone and it's all over the place, well, and we're a couple of idiots, or Graham ordered these tripod things so it at least holds the phone still. Benjamin's he's got a YouTube channel, he's done a review of his motorbike. And
he borrowed one of these tripods.
He borrowed one of the tripods and he's using his phone. But to have 3 cameras inside the car and an enormous absence of the car being surrounded by paparazzi, while Harry's like this, you know, he's terrified and she's loving it. And she actually said, oh, just so you know, the guy was filming us in the basement, just so you know, just to wind him up, just to frighten him, to pure manipulation. So anyway, I wanted to get those 2 things out, that perhaps William and Catherine are frosty when the cameras are turned off, but Meghan is still in the room.
I would be if I suspected someone was wearing a wire or 2.
I tell you what.
You can get so many little secret, covert cameras about you.
Let me give you an example. Yeah. If William and Catherine were to walk into the Dolphin Safari office and say, we'd like to do a private charter, we'd all be gobsmacked, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
What would your reaction be?
I'd go, wow.
Come on, think about it.
I'd go, are you seriously who I think you are?
Yeah.
No way. I've got to have a selfie with you.
Right, now, let's change that. If Meghan and Harry walked into the Dolphin Safari, would you fear hidden cameras?
Yeah, I'd be looking for the Netflix
that would
crew.
Be, yeah, I'd be thinking TripAdvisor reviews.
I wouldn't let them on the boat. I wouldn't let them on the boat.
I don't trust them.
I'd say no, you're not getting on the boat.
Well, it's up to the boss, innit?
Go on the other boat.
Yeah. Harry and Meghan, go on the yellow boat.
A couple of narcs
That's
over
where
there.
You belong.
Oh yes, come on our boat. It's the way we treat people.
Oh yes, they were on that TV show, weren't they? And they said, what's the secret of your success? And the guy actually said, it's the way you treat people. Well, I won't drop any more hints than that. I'm going to, are we going there, are we? I do fear for his mental health. I fear for your mental health. I fear for your mental health. I hope you're all right. I don't know what your mother would say, but I do, and I don't want to mock, because I think she's, the expression, she's driving me crazy, I think it never was more applicable than now. What do you guys think?
Good night, and may your God go with you.